Hello guys, so I've come to translate everything I said in my previous video in English, because a lot of my followers were like, I don't speak Chi and I don't understand what you posted. All right, so I posted a video recently talking about how sad it was for an international student who came to Canada last year September, and as at now not being able to secure a job or a part-time job to cater for herself, living expenses and all that. Now I felt like I can share some tips out which can assist people or facilitate the processes of securing a job here in Canada as an international student. Now, as an international student, one of the major requirements or documents a lot of the recruiters need is your driver license, especially when you want to come and do a support work here in Canada. A lot of these recruiters or organizations, when you should check their requirements or qualifications, you'll find driving license to be one of the major required documents. Now, one would be like, okay, so how do I go about this driving license thing? It would be very good to come along with your driving license as an international student. I'm talking about the driving license you had from your home country, or you have from your home country, okay, or you've been using in your home country. Please don't be like, it does not work here, or there's no benefits, or there's no need of me coming along with it here, so I'm going to leave it back home. No, please come along with your Ghana or your Nigerian driver license. Now the reason is that when you have to come to a province like Manitoba, okay, when you have your driving license or your home country's driver license, right after passing the NALE test exam, okay, before you can secure F class 5 or a full driver license here in Manitoba, you have to pass through two processes. Now the first step is writing your NALE test. Now this NALE test is an online exam which contains 30 questions. Okay, now there are a lot of sample questions online that one can be reading to understand. It's about the road sign, you have to understand the road sign, things to do on the road and all that, and a lot of sample questions online that you can read. Prepare yourself before you register for the online class. So right after passing the NALE test, if you came along with your Ghana or your home country's driving license, the next step is for you to register for the road test exam. And the road test has to do with, now you'll be sitting with a supervisor right beside you, and you'll be given the chance to drive on the road or on the street, and the supervisor will check to see if you're applying the rules and regulations in driving in Canada or in Manitoba. So when you fail, you have to book an appointment again to reapply or to do the road test exam again. Now, if you are someone who failed to come along with your home country's driver license, right after passing the NALE test, you'll be given 5L learner's driver license. You can't do anything without learner's driver license, and you have to wait for 9 good months before you be given a chance to book an appointment for the road test exam. But someone who came along with his home country's driver license will get an opportunity to register for the road test exam immediately after passing the NALE test exam. So you see one of the benefits of coming along with your Ghana driver license. All right, so having said that, the next thing to be done is about you going for your CPR training. Okay, now most of the support work or home care jobs require one to have that CPR certificate. All right, so the CPR is more or less like a training you go through, a one-day training. Here in Manitoba, it's a one-day training that you have to go through, right? It's more or less like a first aid something. It's a first aid, CPR and first aid, or AED training. It's a one-day training and you pay for it, and it's part of the requirements or the documents a lot of the recruiters need. Third has to do with police record check or police report. Now, applying for the police report must be done immediately after entering Canada, because it will take some couple of months or weeks before it can be ready, or before you get a notification that the police report is ready in your mail. Okay, so you have to get your police report done immediately after entering Canada. Don't be like you came along with your Ghana's police reports. No, it does not work here. So you have to apply for the police reports online, and the next thing to be done is to apply for child and adult abuse or vulnerable check. Okay, that one too is something that can be done online, and it will take like 3-4 weeks before it can be ready. So please and please and please, I'm listing the documents again. Get your CPR, your driving license, your police and adult and child abuse, and your police report. I'm listing the documents again, okay? You need your police report, you need your driving license, you need your child and adult abuse report, and you need your CPR. So these are the 4 main documents that you need. Now the major documents, or the other 2 main documents that you will need again, is your CV and your cover letter. Now, I've already mentioned that if you are someone who do not know how to go about a Canadian style of writing a CV for work or for job, please use my perfect resume. Just type my perfect resume. Don't leave space in between. My perfect resume. It's an online or a site that assists people in drafting their CV. So they request for your education, your request for educational background and your work experiences, and they'll based on that to list some. They'll again ask you the kind of job you want to apply for, and they'll based on the information you provide to them to list some skills for you and write some of the explanation of your background and all that. Like, it will help you to draft a perfect resume for a recruiter to based on that to employ you. All right. And again, another option is for you to ask people who are already in Canada and working. Don't feel ashamed to ask them for their CV or their resume. You can go to them and be like, okay, bro, please, you are working as a support worker, and please, can you help me with or I've drafted a CV, I want you to glance you to see if it's okay. Or please, can you help me by sending me your CV for me to based on that to also draft mine? All right. So please, it is very important for you to do that. And the cover letter to has to do with you kind of convincing the recruiter to employ you, some of the special skills that you have. It's more or less like summarizing everything that you have in your CV. All right. So these are the main documents that you will need as an international student when you want to easily secure a job in the home care section, because in all of the provinces there's a high demand for home care support workers. Okay. There are a lot of people, securing a job, though they don't have any experience. Because if you do if you did the CPR, definitely I'm going to train you how to, the basics you need. Okay, so you can even based on that to be like, okay, so you have the experience in this, you have the experience in that. Do you get it? So please, these are some of the tips that I think, as an international student, if you have them at hand, it will be very easy for you to secure a job here in Canada. Lastly, don't come here with visitor's visa status if your motive is to come to Canada and work. When you are coming to visit, yes, come here solely to pay a visit. But if your motive is to come here and work, don't let any agent lie to you that, it is easy. When you get to Canada, you find a company giving out LMIA and they'll change the status for you. It is not easy for you to secure or get a factory giving that LMIA out. You understand? So please, don't let any agent lie to you. Though it is possible, but it's very difficult, especially now that there's a cap on temporal residency or international students. So please, know the status you're coming along with, because someone can come to Canada with visit visa status, and mind you, coming to Canada with visit visa status means that you're eligible to live in the country legally for 6 months. Immediately after 6 months, though you have 8 years visa, immediately after spending 6 months in Canada, you have to return back to your home country. Because living in Canada after 6 months is illegal. It's gonna spoil your records in Canada. So you have to return back to your home country and maybe wait for like a week or two and book a new flight to Canada again. So you have to be spending in and out 6 months, in and out. And it's kind of expensive in my opinion, because you come here, it's not easy to get a job. So maybe in the processes of finding the factory to maybe change your status to an LMIA status, and all of a sudden your stay is almost due and you have to return back to your home country. And extending your stay too can cause you a lot of harm, because it's illegal to do that and it will spoil your records. And in the near future, when you should seek for an extension or maybe apply for visa again, they may based on that to refuse you, because you are someone who is not abiding by the rules and regulations of Canada, of the laws of Canada. So please, let's take note of this. I'm repeating myself again. If an international student immediately enter Canada, work on your driving license, work on your CPR, work on your police reports, work on your child and adult abuse, work on your CV, and work on your cover letter. Doing these 6 main things, trust me, you're gonna find a job in some few weeks after searching. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Okay, you can find my name, my YouTube name, which is Now and Candy. That's my YouTube name. I have a lot of educational videos like this that I think if you should watch, or if you should subscribe, it's gonna benefit you a lot. Thank you so much. Once again, follow me on TikTok if you've not done that yet. Thank you. Bye.